Hello, we are Adventura, and today we are going to be back, or we are back with a double feature. We're going to be checking out Band-Maid Secret My Lips and Band MAIKO Secret MAIKO Lips, or MAIKO Lips. I'm going to go MAIKO. I like MAIKO and Maid. I could be wrong, but I like it. Um, so we're going to be checking out both of those. We're going to start with Secret My Lips, kind of the original version, and then we're going to see how that changes. So, anything before we dive in?
Nope, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I like that riff. Yeah, let's go.
So am I, in fact, 泣きたくてもがいてた時もある Friday 思いもこの声も Friday 誰にも届かないだけど叶わないって決めつけて何一つ成し遂げずに嘆いてばっか羨むばっか Nobody thinking about to 決めるのは誰でもない自分自身誇りを胸にもっともがいてもっとあがいて他人に夢を託そうな言えない心の言葉の壊してく世界で見れない未来もキラキラ彩って生きてゆく
Nice.
Very nice. No, okay, that's it. Okay, so that was Secret My Lips by Band-Maid. So yeah, what were your initial reactions to that one?
I like it.
I like it as well.
Okay, I'll be better than that. I mean, I already shouted out that guitar riff. I really like that. Of course, we got a good old guitar solo in there. One thing
Mhm.
I I've been in a very heavy mood today, like music, like heavy
Yeah.
music. Just to clarify.
Mhm.
Um, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm just picking it up, or I don't know. But this one felt a little bit more heavy on like distortion, or a little heavier
Yeah.
than a lot of them are. And I don't know if I'm just crazy on that or not, but
Yeah, there's definitely been the
I don't
last
know.
few where, we kind of, I don't know how most of this works, but like, it starts off and there's that like filter on her voice, right? That
Yeah,
kind of gives her that kind of crunchy sound. And
I call that Green Day uses that a lot actually
mhm.
for like announcements and stuff. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that's probably why I think of like a microphone, like
Gotcha.
a the
Like a
you know
megaphone.
megaphone. There it
Yeah,
is. There
yeah,
it
yeah.
is. Yeah, that's just what I think of it. So that's the effect that
Yeah.
I call it, the
No, that's
megaphone
fair.
effect.
That's fair. No, yeah. So that was a very interesting one. I mean, I didn't really acknowledge it at first, but this is one of their older ones. It's not like one of the
Yeah,
first, but this goes
like
back 8
eight
years.
years. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a hot
Um,
minute.
it has. So one thing I really like, before we dive into the lyrics, like it had, again, the technical terms, I think it's saturated, where it's like most of the colors come off as very black or white with just like
Mm,
the slightest tint of color.
yeah.
And I do think I have at least seen the cover of the next song we're about to react to, and I feel like it may be a little different than that. So I'm interested to see how that
Yeah.
compares for sure. In terms of lyrics, this is a really interesting one because a lot of the times, with Band-Maid, not a lot, but a lot of their songs do have to do with just like a heartbroken relationship, right? This one's kind of in the middle. Like there is a lot of just kind of, you know, there's a disconnect, but there's a lot of like, I don't want you to leave. I can't get you out of my head, but I don't want you to go. Um, the most interesting thing to me is the last little stanza is you are welcome. I'm counting on you. Good morning. Welcome back. Thanks a lot. Goodbye and come again. Like there's a lot going
Uh,
on in just that last little. It's like, oh, I'm so glad to see you. Bye. Like, see you later. Like, so I do
you know,
wonder if there's,
as an introvert, I kind of get that.
yeah, but in a relationship, which this definitely is some
That's
kind of relationship,
that
that's not
that's
the
fair.
healthiest place to
That's
be.
not the maybe, yeah, fair.
Yeah, has a little bit of a little bit of a booty call vibe from them. So it's like, thanks, I got what I needed. Bye. So not necessarily what
Deuces.
they're going for, but it is the vibe it gives off.
Right.
Um, and I
That's how
mean,
we've translated it.
just that last part. And yeah, again, actually, with that you said translate it. That is also a part of this. Is I am doing a lyric translation, so they're also some of that may just be like we're taking like a common Japanese phrase and like doing a literal translation. So it may
Right.
not hit completely right.
Yeah,
So
you risk that
every
often, this
time,
kind of stuff.
every
Yeah,
time.
every time.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But it
cool.
is a really interesting song to dive into. But since we're about to listen to a slightly different version, maybe I don't know if it's lyrically different at all, but we'll find out. So you ready to dive into the next
Yes,
one?
we'll find out. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
A lot of color.
Lots of color right off the bat.
Yay, calligraphy. I don't know if that's actually what they call it in that setting.
It's fair.
You全身全霊嫌な世界やわしょうもへ話ばかり頭がぐるぐる回 わへんって決めつけて何一つ成し遂げずに嘆いてばっか変にしばっか生で全権アバチューよそさは関係あらへんうちはうち誇りを胸にたんと気張ってたんと気張って夢を託したらあかん
Nice.
Very nice.
Okay, let's. I want to flip this on its head for just a second. Was there any lyrical difference?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
So
Um,
that was Band MAIKO's cover of Band-Maid's "My Secret My Lips."
Yeah.
No, that was so fun. Yeah, no, it seems to be pretty much just the
That-
same
I mean,
song. So
I don't know Japanese, but that's what I kind of. That's what it felt
yeah,
like to me. So,
yes,
but I mean, yeah, that was so much fun. I absolutely loved the implementation of like the different instruments.
like the traditional, yeah,
The traditional, yeah, that I call it a Japanese guitar. I know it's not called that. I don't know what they're called. I've actually tried to find one.
yeah. I'm
But
not
here in
gonna
this
say anything
here
here
in the
because I would
States,
say something and it would be stupidly wrong. So I'm
yeah.
not even gonna try.
And I know I know it's not called that, all right. But I actually like I love stringed instruments. You
Mhm.
know this about me, and I thought it'd be fun to get to mess with one. But here in the States, I was never able to find one.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
I loved seeing them in here. So that was I absolutely don't want like them to change to this, but I would have
Yes.
loved a whole album of that right there.
I think there may be some good news for you.
Oh, they have
So
a whole album like that?
I think it's like a shorter album, but yeah, it's because of the popular. So just to bring, I
I'm
don't think we're
vaguely
bringing anyone into this joke, but just in case there's like one person who doesn't know what's going on, this was kind of an April Fool's joke from Band-Maid, basically
Yep,
saying
yep.
they're going to rebrand to Band MAIKO. Sorry for breaking the illusion there. But
7 years
basically,
later.
people loved it because it is really fun. It's really, really
It's
good stuff that they're
yeah.
like, okay, I think they put out an album basically. If you type Band Mako, the first thing that pops up is like the album called that. Let me,
The album is called yeah, I'm taking a moment here. Oh,
yeah.
I'm not
So
seeing it on
it's a first
Spotify.
extended play. Let's see how many songs. Yeah, there's 7 songs on it.
What is it called?
Band Mako, MAIKO.
Oh, I remember reading or hearing about or seeing this in
The documentary.
the
Yeah,
documentary,
yeah, yeah.
and it wasn't it under well, it's actually under the nice, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking under Band-Maid. I at that point I would or at this point I would think they would still just kind of slide it under their own
No, it's a
discography.
completely they kept up the
I yeah.
kayfabe of it.
And
So
I remember them talking about that and just like how hardcore they went with it. I think
yes.
there's a whole website if I remember right.
I don't know
I'm
if
pretty
there
sure.
still is, but
I mean, it may not
I'm
be
sure there
anymore, but
was. Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. Freaking that's
Yeah.
that's hardcore.
It was,
I
yeah.
like
And
it.
the only thing I wanted to shout out instrumentally, you mentioned like the guitar sounding thing, but the traditional drums during the bridge, I thought was
Yeah.
really, really fun as well.
Yeah. I
Um,
Yeah, I just
yeah.
man, I loved the instruments in that one. That was so
Yes.
much fun, and you can tell they were probably well, I don't know if they were having fun wearing all that,
It seemed like they
but
were having at least some level of fun. I mean, just with the style, like I think my favorite scene just of like you can tell they wanted to do this and it just made me feel deeply uncomfortable is when they're all sitting on the round table, and then they just all stare at the camera, and I'm like, oh, and then it was too quick to note which of them it was. Just it's like everyone else is staring at the camera, and she's just like, okay, starts eating noodles really quickly. So it was fun.
Classic.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
So
It was awesome. Yep.
absolutely. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, so let us know if there's anything else you want us to check out from Band-Maid or Band MAIKO. Definitely down to check out either at this point. And yeah, we'll have more coming out soon, and we will talk to y'all later.
Later.